Alrighty, good morning to you lovely folks out there. Um, oh, it's 10:54. Okay. So, I know it's been some time since I've actually made any sort of update to this channel, whether it's, whatever knowledge is going on, games, streams, stuff like that. And there's a lot to it. Now I wanted to try and make this before a certain date, which I'm really hoping I'm not too late. I think that rolls out on the 13th. But I wanted to give everyone an update that I probably won't be. Well, let's put it this way. I'll be adding some backups on some stuff for my videos, making sure that you guys can still view everything without any sort of AI bullshit verification. That's my biggest thing right now, my main focus on this YouTube channel. And like I said, I know I haven't made some updates on videos, so I'll tell you guys about that here in a second. But my main concern is that YouTube is already blocking quite a bit. They're locking down VPNs and proxies. They're now forcing certain constraints in the UK and in the EU. And the EU is wanting to clamp down more and more on it, require verification here, there, whatever. Now, personally, yes, do think that, kids and everything should be protected, but it's not something that the government should be doing. It should be up to the parents. They should be putting parental controls on. I grew up with Safe Eyes. Now, granted, I'm not trying to jerk myself off here, but I was a little more into breaking things, we'll say. So I was able to thwart some of the Safe Eyes protections with not my fault.exe. I believe that was a Microsoft provided tool where you could simulate certain things, like I think it was like memory overflows or low RAM constraints, things like that, and cause the application to crash. And if I constantly would run that, that would allow Safe Eyes to be bypassed, and then from there I could continue playing Minecraft. I think I was on Hypixel and a few modded servers, but regardless, my whole thing is I still want my knowledge, my videos, and everything to be available to everyone for free. It's part of the reason why I don't really want to lock any of my stuff behind a paywall. I don't want to put it on subscription, anything like that. I don't really want to ever have to at all. At the current moment, the websites nerdhood.wtf, ddfxc.net, ddfxenterprises.net, and I think that's all we have externally. But that is all for general use, public, whatever. It's for a few different things I've got going on. Nerdherd.wtf was meant to be a mirror for me and the buddies to, kind of do what we wanted, upload our videos, things like that. Have a mirror that, God forbid, if any one of us got banned, suspended, whatever, on Twitch, YouTube, whatever it may be, we'd have some sort of backup available. Not only that, but with YouTube, past and present, they have not been the best in holding that data. So if it's not, to their specifications today, or no, if it's to their specifications today, but not tomorrow, that can be a big issue. Maybe this video, maybe one of my Helldivers videos, whatever it is, could be removed off of YouTube tomorrow, simply because the rule updates they made, even though it's perfectly fine today. So that's where I want to make those updates, have it on my own rules, my own terms. Like I said, I'm not trying to show NSFW content. Sure, I can be vulgar at times. I'll acknowledge that, but that's about it. I'm not sitting here trying to promote my OnlyFans or whatever on stream. So that's my whole premise behind this, and why I will, granted, when I get back into it and the whole, I guess, loop of things, I definitely will be uploading more to YouTube. But I'm also going to ensure that I am uploading to my other mirrors. So keep that in mind, that if, my account all of a sudden goes kablooey on YouTube one day, it's no longer there, none of my videos are showing up, you can reach out either at nerdherd.wtf when I can fix some of those downtime issues, or you can reach out over Rumble, stuff like that. I'll probably provide those either in the nerdherd.wtf link, as well as in the description, kind of make a 2-for-1, because I think Galera fucked up again. I'll have to check the cluster. In fact, you know what? Because I don't think that ever recovered last night. Yep. They're all down again. So yeah, this is all a one-man team right now. So on top of handling the main job, I have to make sure that these Galera nodes are functioning, which they love to not function at all. I love MariaDB, but holy shit, Galera is unstable, and that's probably just a skill issue. But regardless, yeah. And I don't want to pay for any sort of subscription or anything like Planet Scale. I have all the servers to do it. I just have to figure out what's wrong. Um, so yeah, that's my whole thing. And that's where I'm going to be uploading a lot more of these, basically mirroring my videos and stuff. So, going back through it. So yeah, we went over, I want to avoid the AI powered bullshit verification ID system. Um, Especially since this is a good point that I wanted to add in. Discord has already been thwarted, and they're doing this with the game Death Stranding. I think it's 2, or maybe it's 1 that you can play on your phone or whatever. But regardless, the UK has already had that bypassed, not with a VPN or anything, but with a game. Things that most kids love to play. Maybe they don't play Death Stranding 2 or Death Stranding, but the fact that we already have a lot of this bypassed within the first 2 days is astonishing. That never should have happened. Had this properly would have, been executed, per se. So, I'm here in the States. I don't give a shit what Europe thinks, which is another reason why I'm not really all for it. Um, I'm making all my content available for free to everyone. It's not NSFW stuff or whatever that may be. It is pure knowledge and information and, some games and us fucking around. Stuff like that. It's nothing that should be, put behind a age gate or whatever. So with that in mind, I guess keep that in mind. Keep an eye out for my Rumble links and the nerdherd.wtf site and all that good stuff. So, I did want to update you guys as well that a lot of the reason too that I haven't been uploading is I have been very deep in a couple different projects. One of those is called Linkshare, and Linkshare is designed to be kind of like it's both a short link service, but also a file sharing system. I was working on the mobile apps for it. The main desktop app is pretty good, although I'm not a front end dev, so it's not very good looking. That is probably because I use Tailwind. Tailwind looks nice, but it's I hate front end shit. I am always a lot more of a logical thinker and designer, so yeah. Anyways, but yeah, that and Nexus Grid, it's designed to be kind of a threat intelligence platform. Both of these I'm building together, and it kind of came to be a bigger problem the more I went into it, because I originally designed Linkshare. It was up and running. It's still got a few bugs and stuff I still need to fix. But then I was thinking that with the Linkshare terms of service, in there I outline that I don't want NSFW content to be shared, like more OnlyFans links, Fansly, whatever it may be. But I also don't want like phishing sites. Like that's the biggest thing I get in a lot of the inboxes and stuff for my old emails that have been in breaches. It's, oh, hey, you need to click on this link, yada yada, and it's like the is.gd is one of the more famous like link share services that keep popping up. So I don't want Linkshare to be one of those services that's in there. And that's why part of the reason I wanted to start developing Nexus Grid is to complement the two. So if you were to do something in Linkshare, upload a link, whatever, it would automatically be scanned. I would, have information saying, okay, this is a perfectly fine site, we'll let it through. Or maybe you're trying to push your malware, and that's where it would immediately shut it down, ban the link, and then ban the account, send messages to me and then anyone else on the team, stuff like that. So that's coming soon. I don't have a due date because I have a lot of other things on my plate, between some personal items at home, the main job I have right now, which I can't go into detail to once again, and then some some financial stuff. One, I need to get the Jeep repainted, but two, testing out stock parts. When we went off-roading last time, let's just say my drivetrain is very loud at this point. The engine and the transmission are fine now, but my my drive rods, fuck, I forget what they're called. Front and rear are very loud. I believe my U joints are completely shot because it's got the famous Chrysler clunk. But also there's some leaks from both differentials. So I had a purple sub help replace my pinion seal in the rear differential. I still have to do the front one, which I'm hoping that's not out of gear oil, but if it is, well, I have more still. Let's just hope it's not shredded to pieces. So I get to go through that. I still have to replace some steering stuff on the bottom since that's a lot rusted out. And then I've got some custom ECU stuff and all that I still want to build into that Jeep. So that's a lot more on the financial side. I'm trying to focus more on getting the paint job done before that body rusts through because I don't want that happening either. But all that, yeah. So with all that, I guess stated, I guess we'll finish up here. I I am planning on doing a lot more videos, both on the knowledge and stuff, and I want to be able to share that knowledge with everyone else. But we've also got the urbexing stuff. We're still trying to find locations, and then once again, that's also more financial stuff that has to be taken out of our pockets, which is no big deal. As long as we're having a good time and everything, that's all I really care about. But we just need to make sure that we can handle that. So that's also in mind. We got to go pinpoint those locations, travel out, make those videos, stuff like that. And then like I said, we'll probably be doing some more gaming streams, Helldivers 2, maybe the new Battlefield 6, stuff like that. Going from there. So, yeah, once I can get some of that updated fixed, once I can fix the uptime on some of these services, make sure Galera stops being a little cumbersome bitch, and some other stuff from there, we'll definitely get going. But yeah, there's just a lot of big things on my plate right now. And I want to make sure that this update is posted before it's too late. And God forbid that everything just drops and no one's able to see anything. So yeah, if you guys have any knowledge, information, updates, things you want me to take care of, take a look into, all that. I still do read the comments. There's probably some good delays you guys are seeing with some of those. And I do take everything into consideration because I know there's been some negative comments, which is perfectly fine. Like I said, that's all about making these videos, right? But yeah, so I do want to provide more updates, still provide that knowledge to everyone, making sure that they're just as successful, and go from there. So yeah, I guess we'll close this video out. Keep in mind, keep an eye out for Rumble. I've still got my Twitter, Yeehaw it's Jake. You can follow me on there. Message me, whatever it is. Shit, if you want to text or call 425-217-3511, we've got our main Ubiquity number. You're more than welcome to, I guess, harass me at. And then there's a few other links and stuff which will be available at nerdherd.wtf. So I'll leave all the links in the description. Also probably throw them up on the green screen, everything behind me. And yeah, so have fun and always strive for success and more knowledge. So hoorah. See y'all later.